Good afternoon. Welcome to the first After Market Monday for 2018. Kind of weird saying that. Remember, there are approximately 250 trading days between now and the end of 2018. And we want to be prepared for all of those. I'm Dennis Wilborn, founder of the Active Trend Trading System. I want to remind everybody that all the materials we always present with active trend trading are for training purposes only. Traders should always paper trade any new method prior to the risk of their own personal capital. Past performance does not guarantee future performance. The objective of our After Market Monday is a couple of things. One is we want to provide timely, actual intel at the beginning of the week. Oftentimes it'll be no more than just, okay, here's what we're watching, here's the stocks that we're taking a look at. Market review, stocks and ETFs that may be setting up. Now, of course, since this is one of our free webinars or free sessions that we do have, the actual triggers for these setups go to our premium members. And at the same time, we are doing bonus setups, approximately one per month throughout the year. For those who would like to parallel trade or learn a little bit more about the active trend trading system, you do have to be an active trend trading member, basically either the free newsletter member or the premium member to get those alerts on those bonus trades. So 2018, we basically did a lot of refinements to the active trend trading system for members at all levels. A couple of things: composite watch lists and analysis that captures every stock that showed up on the IBD 50 list over the weekend. So there's 13 lists that they put out, and so we capture every one of them, and then we do some analysis on them so that the ones that are listed the most come popping out and the strongest. In-house portfolio building trades, which we'll be working on this year, and simplified trading opportunities. Here's where we finished the year. It's so funny, I spend the weekend or a couple of days this weekend finishing up, getting the books in order and all that kind of stuff for how things went for the year. And then as soon as you push the go button on the first day, new trading day of the year, and this all goes to zero again. And so you start all over again, and that's cool. Hey, that's why we have yearly campaigns. Here is the active trend trading bonus trades that we did last year. We started this program or this this offering in October, fourth quarter. It did great, and basically, those who were able to trade along with us, hopefully put a little bit of coin back in your pocket for the Christmas holidays. And so, but this again is offered to all active trend trading members who are either the free newsletter member and or the premium member. And again, now of course the premium members are going to get a lot more trades. I want to talk just real briefly about seasonality. We are basically, it's very easy to tell where we are on this chart. And we are here. And this is where we started. We'll be following kind of the pink line this year, which for the S&P, tends to go a little bit up in the first month of the year and then proceeds, kind of gets on a nice little bit. It'll be interesting to see how this year turns out, though. I don't typically try to jump the market at the very get-go of the year. There's the first couple of trading days. One, the volatility is so high, as we saw, as we'll see as we take a look at a couple of stocks and the ETFs this morning. That there were some big jumps today. I mean, it was nice if you were already in a trade to move into, but there's some big jumps. And I'll just wait. I'll wait very patiently until approximately Thursday or Friday of this week, and then I'll start opening up the Strategy 3 positions. And those of you who attended a Strategy 3 session on Saturday, I want to thank you for your attention and being there for that session. And the reports I got back on it was that it was pretty good training and very thorough. So I'll just be taking a look at that. I'll be introducing the concept of seasonality throughout the year, And again, NASDAQ, what does it tend to do first part of the year? Drive sideways. This coming Saturday, I'll be doing the BAM meeting. We will be having I will be highlighting what's been, tracking for the IBD 50 that started 2017, and it basically has just repeated itself. So the concept of seasonality just really caught my attention as I watched and did my study of the IBD 50, because I noticed there'd be a sell-off going into about the mid part of January to February timeframe. There'd be sell-off, and oftentimes the yearly low on the IBD 50 would be hit during the March, April, May timeframe, and then you would catch a bid and run for a nice big run. So strategies 1 and 2, here's what this is as of today, and so we do have a couple of triggers set up. The setups are there. We have not had the absolute trigger on these yet. I'll be covering more of this in the on the radar video I do for premium members a little bit later today. But the Qs, Tesla, NVDA, all of them basically either have a daily or a weekly trigger. And now we'll be watching every one of those. I like, we basically try to simplify traders' lives by just focusing on 7 ETFs. That's 3 of the index ETFs, and then 4, 2 industry groups and 2 commodities through the year. And as we saw last year, the seasonality in these are phenomenal. The reason I chose these is because of the not only do they put in great patterns, but also the volume and the availability of good option chains was one of the deciding reasons on going with these 4. Then our core stock, Tesla, and NVDA, Netflix, YY from right now. And I'm looking also for BEAT and STMP going into the beginning of the year. I'd like to get long BEAT, and I'd also like to get long our portfolio building positions in strategy number 1, and we'll be looking to get those open as quickly as possible. And again, premium members, you'll get the alerts on those and how we'll do that. We'll be covering a lot of this on tomorrow's premium training session tomorrow evening. I'm going to spend time on each of the individual strategies on the setups we're looking for and how we want to get in and how we're dividing our capital this year that we started off the year with into each of the strategies. So let's see. So seasonal expectations, rally to a pullback. As you know, we basically have got a big jump rally this morning, but was that just an initial push up to begin the year, and then we'll get a pullback into support. We'll see. Right now, things are a little bit overextended. Again, I want to highlight the bonus trades from last year for all active trend trading members. We gained about 2,700. That was 4th quarter only. Strategy 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. I'm looking at Netflix, Tesla, and NVDA, and YY. Netflix and NVDA. NVDA especially, I'm going to come back to that here briefly to take a look at the chart on that. May have a signal shaping up on that. Catfish special is none right now. We talked about refinements. Those of you who missed out on the training on the 30th, you can still jump on and see that training if you become a premium member. And again, that's about 3.5 hours of very concentrated training on how to trade strategy number 3. Alerts. Strategy 2 this year, we're going to be focused on targeting $500 to $1,000 a month worth of income. And so I am going to leave our special offering. We're just going to make this a New Year's special. It goes through 7th of January, the next Sunday. I'm just going to leave this out here. I know everybody was busy with the holidays. They may have missed this, but it's 40% off the regular $74.99 membership for this. This is the premium membership. And if you're an early warning alerts person, $249 on that. So you can find out more about that at this website, and or just email me, and I'll help you out with that. But I'll just leave that. Again, after the 7th of January, it goes away. Okay, and this is just a, you go here to the Aweber form, and that allows you to sign up for Barbara. That's what I'm targeting. I think $500 to $1,000 a week. Did I have something else written down there? Yeah, $500 to $1,000 per week. Okay. So hey, let's take a look at a couple of these stocks that we're chatting about. It's very clear. I am going to. Okay, which way I want to go here? Let's go here. Okay, real quick. SPX. See. Okay, it broke out. It actually broke out slightly to a new high today. TSI started to turn up, but as you can see, TSI is on this daily chart is within the expectations of, you know, it basically, here's the highs. It was coming down here. It may bounce up, but the TSI on the weekly chart is very overextended, as the price action on SPX is very extended. I would anticipate sometime over the next week to 2 weeks, we should get us some kind of a pullback back into the moving averages. Does it have to do that? No. We could, in fact, get an acceleration to the upside as and the index could go hyperbolic. But will it? We'll see. Got a really nice breakout on NASDAQ today. Again, the challenge with this, if you were looking to trade TQQ or the Qs, we get a TSI tick up, see? However, look at the price action. It takes it right back up into a resistance area. Not a great place to open a trade. Where might we want to look at opening a trade? Well, we'll look about midsection of that big candle right there. If prices pull back into that level or back to the 8-day moving average, that might give us another opportunity. We'll see what transpires here. But this, you know, if we get a breakout above the 65.26 level, then that level then becomes new level of support. Russell. Okay, Russell started off weak today, then finishes up a little bit, you know, a little bit stronger. We do get a little bit of a TSI tick up, just a taste. Again, if it breaks out above this level, then it's probably going to 1560 or higher level from this little pennant/triangle triangle formation. However, the thing that concerns me about Russell is that it's just driving sideways with momentum, both on the weekly chart and the daily chart. Not really getting a lot of momentum behind this move. And so, you know, if we trade into like TNA, we want to be light on our feet. So we're getting a tick up off of the 20. Again, a little bit of a tick up on the TSI. Weekly TSI is just still driving sideways. Again, no breakout yet. And so we'll keep an eye on that after hours. After hours, it's actually down a little bit. And so, again, I like to just kind of let the first 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, even 5 days of the new year work their way out, because there's going to be a lot of tug of wars going on about which direction for the market to go. And while, yes, our longer term trend is in fact up, this uptrend has been long in the tooth. Let's go over here to a couple of other ones that I'm looking at. Okay, I like Grub, not Gub, Grub, silly. I like Grub. As you can see, put in a nice little bull flag back down to support at the 70 level. However, TSI on the daily chart approaching an area where it usually picks up strong support at the 0 line. However, the weekly overbought dramatically. What are some of the other ones? Here's a couple that just popped up on. I like Team long term. This was a nice little move on Team. Yes, it's a TSI tick up. If it gets back up above the zero line, it's also a break above the 8-day moving, 50-day moving average and the 8-day moving average. So I'm putting a circle on this. What we may be seeing with this is just a run into earnings. And so this may just be a real quick earnings run. And where might it go? Well, potentially back up to the 52 level. And if it goes back up to the 52 level, what kind of price from where it's at right now up to 52? It'd be about a 10% gain. And so if you do one of these pre-earning runs trades, if based on this, if I get 5 to 10% on it, that would be fine. What else are we looking at? ESNT. ESNT was looking kind of interesting earlier in the day. It is in the process of pulling back. It has dropped to 50. However, it is put in a very nice Dragonfly Doji today. Turns out to be Dragonfly Doji at the end of a downtrend. That's a positive bullish reversal. Plus, it is a bullish Harami. The downside of this, it's basically the 8 and the 20 have already crossed, and it's slightly below the 50. So, but TSI is starting to turn around from where? Right at its, where it has in the past. And so it looks kind of interesting. I mean, to me, this, again, I'll highlight this, not ready for it yet, but it's looking very interesting, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Core is another one of those. You're getting a nice little, we had a nice little pullback. It dropped, failed to push up to a new high here, but then pulled back, failed to push to a new low. So it's a little bit conflicted, but you're getting a nice little TSI tick up today. So again, this is one of those stop loss right below 281 or 280. It's almost in a buyable range right now. So let's see, and then I will show you ALGN. Also looking kind of interesting from a LAGN that's Allergerin, I think, Align Technology, excuse me. So it's looking like it wants to bounce from a level of support that it had previously. A little bit of uptick on the volume today, and away it would possibly go. We'll see. And then the last two I will cover for today is, well, I will 3 more. Applied Materials, again, similar type of little uptick here. Not a lot of movement back up to the upper moving average envelope, but it's about a 10% move. So, that's nothing to sneeze at. And if it gets all the way back up to the 60 level, that's a little bit more. So worth taking a look at. A little bit of positive volume action. So again, we did have TSI tick up and the move up. So NVDA looks okay. It's got resistance right there at the $200 level. If we break through that, then we are probably going to go up there and at least visit the 210 or even up to the 215, 217 level. What I like about, the other thing I like about NVDA is look what's going on over here. Okay, a tick up on the TSI weekly chart right now. I recognize the week isn't over yet, but that is a positive if that stays in place. And if I break out of that support at 200, or if I come back and test again down here at the 194, or even down at the 192 level, that would be worth, maybe a little exploratory position. And last but not least, Netflix got a big move today. The challenge with Netflix is one is actually at a move right prior to the end of the year. It has now moved up higher. It is at the resistance area that's formed by this 204 to 200. And so I still like Netflix to lead into 2018. I'll be looking to get into a position on if we come back here and bounce off the 8-day moving average. As you can see here, TSI weekly got a nice bounce up today on the gap up, but again, gapping back up into resistance. And so, okay, my friends, that's what we have for today. I don't have anything, just a specific, let's jump on this trade right now. There may be some setups that I will share with the premium members that will be put out as an email, and we'll also go over tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to be patient going into the initial part of the year and wait for those great TSI signals that we found worked so productively last year. So with that, I bid you adieu. Have a great second day of 2018. Looking forward to a year of breakthrough this year and a year of restoration. So God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. Hi traders, this is Dennis. Just a reminder, the end of year special ends on January 7th. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity, 40% off the regular premium membership. Act now. Aloha. God bless.